My man.
How you doing, bro?
All right, so do I gotta play shock like the rest of the coach? I can talk from the heart.
You can talk from the heart.
Talk from the heart. All right, let me just say, bro, when you told me this is going down.
Hold on one second.
All right, okay.
I got some page open. Got something.
Yeah, you good, brother. You good.
All right, boom. Let's go. Nah, you can.
You and Tay Roc, bro. I guess the first question I got, Ward. I'm already seeing people saying this is battle of the year.
Yeah, jump out the window, huh?
Is it though? Is it jumping out the window? Is it you and Roc? And we know what it is with y'all.
It's the best battle that's been booked thus far this year. So that's why people were saying battle of the year. You know, like, I mean, it's the biggest matchup, the best, the two of the best. You know, we're talking 2 top 10 Cody last year, 2 guys that you don't have to say if this one shows up, right? It's a guarantee that, you know, this is going to be a war. So it's like, it's the best, you know, no offense to some of these other leagues, but you look at the cards and you like, that could be a nice battle. Oh, that's my sleeper battle. That could possibly, you know, this is not what it is.
No. Y'all brothers don't choke.
Nope.
Y'all brothers come with 3 rounds.
Yep.
This is, how excited are you, brother?
I'm really excited, man. I'm really, really excited. Man,
with you, I never know because you're the same for the last 3-4 years I've been talking to. You're the same every battle, though. You know
yeah. Would you say that Tay Roc is now going to be the biggest name on my resume?
You know, that's a question I had right here, sir.
Oh, you asking me? I'm trying to interview you.
So, here's what I've been pondering since the last couple of days, right? He is though, Ward.
Yeah.
He is. This is Tay Roc, bro. Listen, that man is in my personal Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And both of y'all are my top 5 favorites right now.
Yeah,
so exactly.
It's like shout out to Clips, shout out to Arsenal. Like, I understand, like, you know, shout out to DNA, shout out to
you and Nitty though. You and Nitty was your run was fucking phenomenal though.
I'm Mr. Max Out and I'm Mr. Riot, bro. Like that's just what it is. Like, you know, when you look at Max Out, you got 3 Max Outs. I had Ill Will, Rosenberg, and Verb.
Yes.
You know, 2 great performances, insane performances. You know, Rosenberg is just is an average, little above average. Then you got, you know, when it comes to the Riot, I got Geechee, Rum, and now Roc. You know what I mean?
Wow. So how did this get set up? I want to know the backstory to this. How did this happen?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't do a whole lot of like disrespecting my peers to create matches or anything like that, you know, but I've seen Tay Roc around. He's seen me battle before. We've always had a mutual respect. But there was a little bit of back and forth on Twitter last year, you know, kind of going back and forth on some like I'll smoke you type stuff or whatever. And then at the iBattle event when I battled Appa, you know, we outside, Tony Bro, Jay Black's there, you know, Uncle Roz, you know, there. Yeah, so, you know, we had a conversation back and forth. For the most part, everybody just assumed like, and I did at times too, that could possibly have been my debut battle on URL, you know. But, you know, that's not something that's, you know, in the negotiations, you know, on that end. And so Roc has just been a lot more outside lately. You know, you used to think Roc just did, you know, these battles like this over there, you know, but he out here cooking everybody everywhere, you know. And so, you know, when it presented itself, Riot hit my line, you know, I gave him 3 names. Same 3 names I've been giving a lot of people, you know. It's Roc, Twerk, and Jazz. And that's the 3 names. I'm like, yo, you know, those are the 3, the main event matches like that I'm looking for right now, you know.
Right.
And Hollow, I'll throw Hollow in there too, but like that's, you know, I those are the 3 names, you know. And so, you know, obviously Roc is here, you know. And so a lot of times I provide 3 names just in case this one, you know, first can't get, you know. And so I'm just blessed to be able to, you know, say that, you know, we were able to lock Roc in and get this joint. Man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
This is going to be what the culture says. One of those.
Yeah,
this
one of those.
Is definitely one of those, bro. And I have concerns though. And on the Tay Roc side, Roc, I love you, my dude. Like cook food, man. But you about to battle A-Ward, Jones, Bill Collector, Prep, and Bankhead tonight on Black Ice Cartel. That's a tall order, my guy.
And he's got Low Supreme the week before. He got Los Prime on our battle the week before me.
Los Primo.
We know Los Prime gets busy.
I like Los Primo a lot. Okay,
Very nice.
A lot. That's one of my favorite guys over I battle, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about his schedule, man? Before y'all battle.
Listen, man, don't nobody ever give me any slack when I battle like that. I battled Frack, I battled Averb, Real Sick, and Charlie Clips. All you know. What I
had concerns. You my guy, absolutely.
Exactly, and nobody give me no slack. Then nobody say, you know what, War went crazy, but you know he had just battled such and such. So like, there ain't no excuses for anybody else if I'm not, getting the same treatment. And like I said in the trailer, like I'm like, yo, Tay Roc's outside. Like that's dope. I think it's dope that he's outside traveling the world, battling people, whatever. Like I've been outside. I know what that process is like, And I think that what he's gonna find out is by that third, fourth battle, you start to get a little tired. You start to get a little, and you don't want to be the one that coming into the battle with me on some, on your last legs.
So let's take our time here. He has Bankhead right now tonight, right?
Yeah, he has Serious Jones next week.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about Jones.
Yep.
You got Serious Jones next week, Rock.
Yep.
Then is it Prep or Bill Collector first?
It's Prep, I think.
Prep and Battle Academy, right?
Yep. And then it's Bill Collector. And so it's Bill Collector April 14th, I believe.
Yes.
And then it's Los Prime April 21st. And then it's A-Ward April 29th.
My Susar voice, Rock. What are we doing? Rock, that's a tall order, man.
And that's another thing too. Is like, I've done I just went through 5 battles in 5 weeks, right? This is no disrespect to my opponents at all, because these are actually, you talk 100 Bullets, Bonnie, Mac and Clean, Bangs. Those are good names, you know what I mean? And Story St. James would be the up-and-comer of those 5 in 5 weeks. But Rock's battling like, bro, Prep, Serious Jones, Bill Collector, A-Ward, you know what I mean? Like he's taking them. And I think, bro, he has a chip on his shoulder from last year. He feels like he should have won Cody.
That Cody thing is his chip on his shoulder.
When you look back at Rock's resume this year, they was kind of giving him a little bit of that A-Ward treatment last year when it was like, who is this guy? Who is the band? Who is this? You know what I mean? And like now he's gonna have that resume. And if he gets through all of it with debatables or great performances, like y'all better just go ahead and get that joint to him in July. Don't even worry about the rest of the year, because that's the kind of schedule.
Wow, coming from you saying that, but it's true what you're saying, though, Ward.
Yeah,
he makes debatable all you guys and make a classic out of them joints or win a lot of them shits. It's his.
Yeah.
But when I'm looking at you, you know what's interesting? You, you, Rock, and Chef Trez right now. Like y'all 3 brothers are really like y'all cooking right now, man.
Listen, one thing about me, bro, is every year, it's not like in sports when the season's over and then you go back and you regroup. Like, I don't got time for that, bro. Every year for 5 years, it's just a one continual season. You know what I mean? Like, Ward's still going, And so I've had 6 battles this year. Oh, 7? 6 battles already this year, Wow.
Is this a legacy battle for you?
Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. What? Tay Roc? Like, man. I'm still one of those guys, man. Like I'll humbly say it. When I go out and about, if somebody ain't never heard of me, right? If I meet somebody out, oh, you battle rap? You know what I mean? Yeah, battle. Have you ever battled Arsenal or Tay Roc? Those are the names that the non-hardcore battle rap fan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like when you could look at it and be like, yeah, I battle Ars, I battle Clips, I battle Tay Roc. They look at you like, oh snap, like oh you really do this? You know what I mean? And that's just why it's a legacy battle. His name, his everything that's attached to Tay Roc. Not only that, bro, I'm battling the face of URL.
Talk about it, Ward. Talk about it, Ward. Talk about it.
The guy, the number one battler in the world that has done it without URL, battling the face of URL on Geechee Gotti's league in Orlando. And guess what? In Orlando. And guess what?
We'll talk later.
I don't got any battles until Rock.
Wait, time out.
0.
My guy, I've been following your career, right? All right, let me explain something to you. Usually before these battles, you squeak in one or two there. It could be one round there, maybe here.
Yeah.
You're traveling somewhere. You're trying to tell me right now, in the culture, that A-Ward, who battles at a frequent rate, at a high clip, you have no battle. April 28th, Orlando, the Riot, you and Tay Roc. You have no battle. And we're March 10th. And you're focused.
I got 48 days to think about Roc.
Did you hear what A-Ward just said, right? He spent. So the focus is Tay Roc for 40 some odd days.
Listen, bro. Listen, man. The respect I have for that man is insurmountable. You know what I mean? And what he does. And I can't go in there and have anything close to even, you know, some of I perform great a lot of times, but I can't just be really good. I gotta be Nitty A-Ward. I gotta be Geechee A-Ward. I gotta be Verb A-Ward. I gotta be Vixen A-Ward. You know, I got to be in those bags for Roc.
You look focused, brother. You look focused, man. You look focused. My dog look focused. My dog look focused. Okay, so hold on. All right, so not to give everything away, what is your preparation for battles like this, though?
This would be a lot more watching battles, you know. You know, in some preparations for smaller battles, I watch a couple battles, you know what I mean? And then, you know, just kind of trust my judgment or whatever. This will be a lot more watching battles. I want to make sure that I'm very unique. I'm not doing the same rock flips or the same angles that have always been done, you know what I mean? And then it'll just be a refining time, you know. It'll be like, you know, I'm not chasing moments, you know what I mean? But I had the 2 moments of the year last year, just like really like focusing on my craft with those 2 opponents, you know what I mean? But like when you battle Roc, you know, like you have to be able to shake the building too, you know? And so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of just watching battles. It's gonna be, you know, doing what I do best, being very versatile, having the performances, you know, the layers of writing, the rebuttals, all that good stuff. And this one's gonna be being locked in, you know, like a week, 2 weeks ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't happen for me anymore. Like I'm writing on the plane a lot of times, even in big battles, you know. But this one is gonna be like, yo, you know, the next 48 days is gonna be a lot of prioritizing my schedule, a lot of time management. And like I said,
how scary is that though? How scary, because you're one of those guys now who doesn't take time off like that.
Right.
And you're considered one of those guys now. So to have 40 some odd days for Tay Roc, your pen and the way you move and how your brain be moving this is going to be interesting, man. All this battle rap talking bullshit people talking about, it ain't dead. Right? We got Tay Roc and A-Ward on the Riot.
You heard what he said, right? You heard what he said in the trailer, right? You beat A-Ward, you get Cody.
I'm glad you went there.
Let's keep it up. If you battle A-Ward, you get Cody. We're gonna keep it up. If you battle A-Ward, you get Cody.
So you're like the Riot. You're like the Riot.
Like how you said if you beat A-Ward, you know what I mean? Like you gotta chill.
Oh man, I love the trailer too. The trailer was dope, definitely dope. Also, man, main event. You would take 3 rounds, right?
Yep, 3 rounds. Monopoly 2.
Jesus Christ. You got Geechee got it twice. You got Rum Nitty. You got some this one here, bro. How does it feel to have him, like we said earlier, not on URL in the sense that you doing it your way, how y'all did it your way, both you and Tay Roc. To take it to the Riot is very dope for Geechee and everything, number one, right? But as a blogger, I always thought if I ever saw y'all 2 battle, it would have to be on URL and URL only.
Yeah, me too. You know, shout out to Roc, because I mean, there is also that backstory. You know what I mean? Like he's outside and he's battling people off URL, but like taking an A-Ward off URL as the face of URL, like I know that he moves and can do whatever he want, but that's one of those battles where you might be like, I know what this is gonna look like. You know what I mean? Like let me check with the bosses. You know, like or whatever. I mean, you know, like and like I said, much respect to Roc, but like battling me off of URL as the face of URL, the guy that just, I mean, didn't he just get however many URL battles and all, you know, I mean, he's that dude, you know.
Are you surprised that he's willing to take the battle off URL? Are you surprised about that?
Man, I'm not too surprised. I would be more surprised if, one, he wasn't taking a lot of battles, and 2, if URL was doing the amount of events that they were doing a couple years ago. So I think that couples, with URL kind of having events, but still kind of in like a transition period in their platform. You can't just sit back and tell all your battlers, hey, wait on us. You know what I mean? Like they got to eat. You know what I mean? So I think, with this being that particular period, that I benefited from that heavily.
My brother, let me ask you this, man. Are you still flirting with the idea of URL? Because I want to see what URL.
Right? How crazy it is that Tay Roc has a award on his resume now. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much like top 50 at least of the people on Roc's resume. Like, honestly, alphabetically, I'm actually at the top of Roc's resume. So if we do alphabetically, but am I still discussing? I actually had 2 conversations in the last 2 weeks with URL. One was a quick FaceTime with Smack and Beasley. Just to tap in with them, just talk to them briefly. And then at Queen of the Ring, Beasley was there. And so, we chopped it up after the Queen of the Ring battle with Bonnie Godiva. 2 good conversations, basically, hey, we see you working. We know you're busy, me letting them know, like, hey, come May, July, So I think we'll probably get on the phone, maybe in the next couple of weeks, just to kind of just see if we're even close. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Just kind of like, hey, how, the negotiations where they left off the last time are not the exact same. And so just kind of like, hey, feel it out, because like I said, it's always been a bucket list thing. But I'm not at a point now where I'm like, hey, the well's dry over here. I need to go over to URL. Like book Roc on the Riot. Like so.
That's crazy, man. When they say people did it their way, I could really look at you in the face and say, you did your career and the way you handle it, you did it your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really stick to your guns and everything like that. And I listen, I hope you get a chance to bless us on the URL stage, just like you said, for bucket list reasons, right? Now, is that something you're looking forward for this year, or is that more 2025?
Yeah, man, it's just if the time is right and the opponent's right, Like personally, like I want Twerk, since Roc's not gonna be the debut, like Twerk needs to be the debut. We all know what 6 years ago now, almost 6 years ago now, I signed to Battle Twerk as my debut on URL. I think it was 2018. Was it 2018 or 2019? But anyway, yeah. So that's the opponent I want for that debut. And so if the time's right, if the opponent's right, we can make it happen.
Let's make it happen. URL, come on, man. Yeah. Don't play my man out there. This is first battle shit. I'm cool with URL. We're not gonna get mad if
it's gonna be the same response as this in Roc, especially with Twerk. He's consistent right now. The same response that me and Roc is getting is gonna be even more because I'm on URL. But like,
it's a splash. That's what it is. It's a splash. If it's you and Twerk off the rip, yo, dog. This is wild, man. Well, look, before we go here, let me go here right quick. Talk to me about the Bangs battle. How you felt about you and your Bangs?
Yeah, man, Bangs battle. So, like I was telling you, man, 5 battles in 5 weeks. It's not for the faint of heart. The year that I thought I should have won champion, I had the Ill Will battle, then I battled the Kid Clutch, and then I battled XL. 3 battles in 3 weeks, and we know like the XL battle, it just didn't turn out great. And I felt like that was anytime. Man, I feel like a lot of times, like they put certain battlers under a microscope. So it's like, Ward, he lost that. So it's like, all right, we can put, but so doing 5 battles in 5 weeks. I knew my opponents and I knew that they were all formidable. You know what I mean? But you get kind of worried when you get to that 4th and 5th week. Like, yo, am I running out of gas? Well, the week before was me and Loso 2-on-2. So, you're riding together. So you got that, you kind of like, yeah, we good. Going into the Bangs battle, the big thing was when I talked to QB beforehand, she wanted to do like a freestyle battle. You don't a lot of times want to market it as a freestyle battle because people might be like, man, I ain't trying to see freestyles. You know what I mean? Like, even though we're 2 of the best freestylers in the world, right? But I mean, I just basically told her, I said, hey, we're doing 90-second rounds, but I'm gonna write 90-second rounds. But the plan is to spend a good portion, as long as the energy's there and we're going back and forth because that just makes for a better battle. So going into the Bangs battle, 90-second rounds, bro, when you write those, they just seem way too short. I mean, you're maybe 4 or 5 punchlines in. If you set them up 4 bars at a time, if you set like 1 punch every 4 bars, maybe 1 every 2, maybe you're like just anywhere from 4 to 6, 8 punchlines in, and like the round's over. You know, and you're like, dang, I ain't got enough. So, you know, I'm writing for Bangs. You know, I go out there with my 390s or whatever. And the biggest thing that in those battles is winning the coin toss, man. It's always winning the coin toss, you know? And so, you know, Bangs had a really good first round. I would say a really good first round. But when you're somebody like me, somebody that can flip the energy on its head immediately, and turn everything up, like it was kind of over after that, honestly.
Wow. It's over.
And it was a great performance too. You know, I didn't want to go in there and just give them like a hat, you know, Black Diamond Battle League, new league, you know, Bangs is from there. Bro, the crowd was packed out. I walked in that building like, yo, what? Like, I did not expect to see this, you know, like everybody in that building. Yes, very, very battle rap atmosphere too. Like, you know, you love those atmospheres when you walk in like, Ward, I got money on you. Like people side betting and stuff like that. Like you like those atmospheres because you know these are like battle rap fans that are there watching, you know? And yeah, so it just got kind of dark for Banks, you know what I mean? And the rebuttals were hitting. You know, shout out to him. But you know, there's a big difference, like especially with no mics. I benefit heavily if you don't have mics because I could project throughout the whole building wherever we're at.
Projection is
and he's more quiet, you know, like on camera you might hear everything, but like a lot of people like, bro, you won 3-0, but I don't know if I heard any of his rounds. You know, like some people in the back was like, so yeah, but shout out to Bangs though.
And the Bonnie battle.
Good material, kind of complete opposite as far as like energy and like venue is concerned. Great venue, you know, very spread out, like such a big venue, but not like a packed out crowd. So like all the fans were kind of all over the place. And then like you're on a big stage rather than in a pit, you're away from everybody. So it's a little bit more like the energy. It lacked a little bit of life of the energy in there, you know. Now, mind you, I'm not making that as an excuse because as a good battler, you should be able to kind of pull that out of anybody, you know, like any venue or whatever. And I did get great reaction. I did get some good reaction or whatever. But you know, you can kind of tell in like those in certain types of environments, like, oh, it feels like battle rap right here, you know. You know, the Bonnie battle, she did great. I did great. You know, shout out to Queen of the Ring. The business was all great. I just think that like the crowd and like the energy just wasn't really there for it.
Got you. Well, brother, man, I ain't gonna keep you too long, man. April 28th, you and Tay Roc. This is a very culture. We needed an announcement like this, Ward. We needed something like this, man. We needed an announcement of this magnitude of a big battle of you and Tay Roc, man. I think everyone's tuning in. I don't think no one's gonna miss this battle, bro.
Listen, bro.
I can't see whether pay-per-view live. I don't see no one missing this. And
after I'm done with Tay Roc, Chef Trez will be the face of URL. They're gonna have to pick somebody else. They're gonna have to grab whoever's the hottest, most active URL battler. After I'm done with what I'm about to do to Tay Roc, bro.
Oh, it's like that?
Listen, he come in there with that whole that's light. It's gonna get dark.
Wait, what you mean it's gonna get wait, whoa.
I'm not telling you like I told you at Verb. I'm not saying I'm on demon time or nothing like that. I'm saying I got 48. I got 48 days.
Yeah, that's Roc.
The first 48, I got 48. Listen, I got so much respect for this man. And Roc, I'm gonna keep to the time limits. I promise. I'm gonna stay on the time limits, but it's gonna get real crazy in there.
Are we expecting this to be one of your best works ever?
I'm expecting it to be one of my best works ever. I feel like I'm an established, incredible battle rapper that has put up some of the greatest rounds and performances or whatever of the last decade. And trying to outdo yourself always is really, it puts a lot of pressure on you. And sometimes you fail, you know what I mean? So I don't ever want to be like, I have to be the best ever. You know, like I feel like, you know, like a Vixen Ward and some other wards, you know what I mean? Going there and do that, like that's an thank you, you know what I mean? But I just got to be a different Roc opponent. Everybody's the same Roc opponent, you know what I mean? And I want to be different. I want to stand in front of him in a different mindset, in a different, you know, a different talking points and everything, you know? And I think that's what we're going to get.
Wow.
And you're going to see a different Roc too. That's the beauty.
Yeah.
You're going to hear lines. You're going to hear things about his life. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff that you like, yo, is Roc doing that right now? You know what I mean? Like, hold on, you know, like you're going to, that's what you're gonna get, because that's what happens when they battle me. You know, like they don't just stick to the and Roc's the gun bar king. Him and Nitty. But yeah, so like there's gonna be. I think you're gonna see a different Roc too. So.
Are you expecting a Glock 40 bitch ass line from Roc?
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna flip that some type of way.
Yeah, you're gonna say something like, Lady Caution holding the strap. I literally got the Glock 40 on my bitch ass. yeah. You're gonna do something like that.
Well, I love you like kung fu, my brother, man. I can't wait. April 28th, man. We're gonna talk, my brother. I appreciate you as always, King.
You already know, man. One love.
Oh man. Shout out to my brother A War. Y'all know the vibes already, man.